Yo, it's your girl Tivoni Brown with the Spotlight Magazine, and we're here with an evening with the Yarn Queen, Opelika's finest, man, Michelle Brooks. How you doing today, girl?
I'm fine.
Okay, that's what's up. So we're gonna get into it. So we're gonna talk about focusing on your journey with the yarn braids, and also like about the ups and downs of the industry in the yarn, just braiding industry and all. So tell us a little bit about more, how long you been doing braids, and just go from there.
Hello, my name is Michelle Brooks. I'm Opelika's Yarn Queen. I've been doing yarn braids now for about 12 years, and I started out doing the braids, and then I wrapped it up with starting learning how to do yarn wraps. In the beginning, I wanted to learn how to do yarn wraps and yarn braids because they looked more like dreads, and I wanted dreads. I was at a funeral and I saw somebody with some, and I didn't know what she had on her head, so after the funeral we asked her, and she said they were yarn braids. And we was like, did you have to order them? She was like, no, I bought the yarn from Walmart. So when she told me that, I just went in. I went into all stores that sold yarn, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Michael's, anywhere I went, even out of town. I was just interested in it. I gathered a whole bunch of yarn. I had a couple of people that let me practice on them. And the person that I practiced on first was Shay. And she let me sit in the practice in the floor and put some yarn braids in her hair. I did that. That was just my practice braid. The second person I did that I first did yarn braids for money was Janice Johnson. That's Peanut. She was the first head of yarn braids. I did a bob. It was around the time Neil Wright passed. So that was my first head. That was it. That started it. And people saw her hair and they wanted to try it. So it just kind of took off from there. And then over the years, shortly after I started doing yarn braids, Haley Stevens came to me and showed me the yarn wraps, showed me the YouTube video, and I went on in and watched it over and over and over for 3 days straight and I went and practiced it. I perfected it, and I'm 13 years and strong with it now.
Okay. So you said 12 or 13 years? Okay, between 12 and 13 years long. That is awesome, girl. So when you say about the ups and downs of like just braiding and people having doubt in the braiding industry, so tell us a little bit more about just your ups and downs with that, and just the trials and tribulations you went through with that.
Starting this out, the downs in this is always the negativity and people that don't want to support you. That is the only down in this. Anything else you can handle. The clients, the shops, wherever you work at, if you're trying to make money, and no matter how you're trying to make it, no matter where you make it at, you can do hair at home. I started doing yarn braids at home, and it got big till I had cars all the way up and down the street. I remember Troy Booth telling me, what are you waiting on? Just step out on faith. He was fussing at me and I started crying so hard. And I said, my brother being so mean to me. But he pushed me to excellence, and I'm so glad he told me, get out your house doing hair, and this is your sanctuary. You shouldn't want nobody to come in here and see everything you got going on in here. Step out on faith. You got cars all the way down the street. It went 2 weeks after that. Miss Ann, Patricia Ward, and Janice Johnson, Peanut, came to me and told me that Anthony Johnson was looking for me. He was fixing to open up a shop, and he wanted to talk to me. I took off running and put on some clothes. Him and Joe was having a cookout in the park in Covington Park. I flew over there and I talked to him, and he was like, yeah, I'll be opening up soon, and you got a place in there if you want it. He helped me get to where I am today. And if I never said thank you, I'll say it now. Anthony Johnson, thank you for everything that you did, because you helped create the Yarn Queen at Sports Clips. You is the realest I know. You and Troy Booth helped me pushed me to excellence, and I'm still doing what I do.
Yeah, Anthony is a real one. He's a real one. I remember coming to Sports Clips. You also did my hair, and I'm like, what is that? It looks like dreads, And so, you well known. You have the charisma. You have the talent, and you're a bubbly person, and so. What type of advice would you give to like the up and coming braiders? What all else you do as well? Like, you don't only just do braids and yarn braids. What else do you do?
The thing I do other than yarn braids are the crochets. I do all different types of crochets, and I do dreads. I retwist dreads. I start dreads. I detox dreads. I dye dreads. I also dye natural hair also. I take a lot of pride in what I do, and I'm so serious about this, because if you pay me your money, I'm going to give you the best service ever. When you come to me, you're not coming into no boring situation, because they know they're going to laugh with me. We going to talk. We going to cry. It's not only about being the yarn queen. It's about being somebody that somebody can look up to. For all these young girls that are braiders, don't let them tell you ain't got no real job. If you get paid, this is a real job. I've been in this 13 years, but I've been braiding since I was 6 years old. Don't give up on nothing that you like doing that's paying your bills, no matter what they tell you. I hate when they say barbers, cosmetologists, lash techs, nail techs, that it ain't no real job. Well, what is it then? Just because we don't go and clock in don't mean it's not a real job, baby. We make more money than y'all do. We make more money than the plant workers. You better hear me. These people ain't standing up cutting this hair and doing these braids for nothing. We deserve respect too. We got pride too. We got morals. We got homes. We have bills. So stop saying that braiders are people that do wigs. That's not a real job. Anytime you getting paid, baby, it's a real job. Believe me, this has been hard. It has not been easy. I've had people attack me, attack my character. Everything. The biggest thing with me with this journey was to make money, so I wouldn't have to ask nobody to do anything for me. I wouldn't have to ask to sleep at nobody else's house or nobody else's couch, drive my own car, see about my own children. I didn't want to ask nobody else for help. I wanted to do it on my own, and I knew that the only way that I would be able to make money is to go to college. I went to school, but I ended up not finishing because I failed and tore my ACL. But I did finish, and I did get me a job. So, and I've been into doing the braids now for 13 years, and I'm just proud of what I do. So, it really hasn't been a lot of downs. It's been more good than it has bad. I'll say that.
And I know you were saying about going, you did it all by yourself and everything, but I know it took some sacrifices, because I'm a business owner myself, and I took it very seriously. And a lot of people, I manifested everything that I'm doing. They laugh and they don't support you until you popular. You know what I'm saying? So yes. So I understand that as far as with the sacrifices and what all did, I know you said you raised your kids. What type of sacrifices did you go through as far as sacrifices? Because our entrepreneurs go through it, and when in the downtime.
I had to lose it all to get it all. I had to lose everything. Go down to ground zero, didn't have nothing, started from the ground, from the bottom. I got witnesses, I'm not lying. I used to have nothing, sleeping on these people's couches. Time, I sacrificed a lot of my time. It was a lot of time that I could have had with my family. And I didn't, staying in the shop 6 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock the next morning. Sacrificing, and you still not feeling appreciated for the hard work that you put in. That's hard. It's hard, but I'll do it all over again. I'll do it all over again every day. If it's to see those clients smile, I'll do it all over again. I know I will, because I love what I do, and I love who I am.
So, could you tell the people where they could find you at, on our platforms, and what they need to type in and everything?
On Facebook, Michelle Brooks. Instagram, I'm yarn_queen. And those are the only two social sites, as long as I don't know how to work Snapchat. And I work at Fly Cuts, and that's at 1113 Frederick Avenue, Opelika, Alabama. I work in the shop with Tyrone Finley. He's the owner. And I'm open every day. 24/7, just like the Africans. Because that's what we do, braid.
Well, thank you for coming out for an evening with the Opelika's Yarn Queen with the Spotlight magazine, where we spotlight all black businesses in Opelika and surrounding areas. Let's work. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you.